sky's the limit for Tommy Matthews, former wingman, after what he did, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what he does next. Look, I don't want to get too carried away with a hot take here about how he's a transcendent talent, but let's face it, this kid is a transcendent talent. I'm just being honest. I've done this for a very long time, and I've never seen this level of athlete before. Every season, there are new, fresh faces that stand out in big ways. The best of them garner the generational talent label. We've seen it in the past from guys like Lamar Jackson, Julio Jones, Saquon Barkley, and Pat Mahomes. Well, I've got news for you, fellas. Move over and make way for the quintessential generational talent of all time.
I couldn't put into words just how excited I was for my first ever NFL Honor Awards. Rookie of the Year is something you only get one shot at, and to be even mentioned amongst my contemporaries was an honor. The rest of that evening was a blur, but I held on to the trophy, felt the weight of it in my hands, and knew no matter what else happened in my career, I'd always have it to mark this special moment.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and Charles, the Broncos, quite the route to get to this Super Bowl. They were winners of Super Bowl 50 in Santa Clara, didn't make the playoffs the next 4 years, going a combined 27 and 37, but now here they are back in the big one.
And this is one of those franchises that sometimes we forget the success that they've had over the years. This is their 9th appearance in the big game, and only the Patriots have been there more times. They have won it 3 times, twice under John Elway as a player in the 90s, and then he won Super Bowl 50 as an executive. Not a bad run for Mr. Elway.
And meanwhile, for the New Orleans Saints, this is a team that's been one of the elites in the NFL the last few years with a legacy of success in the regular season. But then you think about the last 3 postseasons. You had the Minneapolis Miracle with Stephon Diggs go against him, and then we all remember the pass interference no call against the Rams, and follow that last season with a home loss to Minnesota. But this time, Charles, they finally made it.
And that litany of losses that you just recited, that just buckled me, but it didn't buckle this team. You just mentioned 3 years in a row, crushing losses, disappointment, and some of it wasn't their own fault. But they moved past it, and they've gotten here again. Other teams, they might have fallen apart. Not this one. They've got here, and now they got a chance to raise the Lombardi Trophy one more time.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Not an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl.
And it'll to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Again, the ball carrier. 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Angel. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning
eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. We'll have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Good work after. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, 27 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard? But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
An opening, still ended up with a solid game.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down.
1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Let's see now what Colin Kaepernick has been up to so far in this game. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. They'll keep it on the ground. Angel.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's picking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Kaepernick. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11, and the Broncos. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
They threw everything at you that year, and yet you handled it like a pro. But your journey was just getting started. Take us through your next milestone.
A lot of league history is about rivalries between teams and players, and my career was no different.